Ford Focus 2012 through 2018, Ford Fiesta 2011 through 2019 with the DPS6 dual clutch transmission. Yes, another video on the dual clutch transmission. It seems like I never run out of topics to discuss about it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I was a Ford transmission tech for 12 years and now I make videos to help people out with their car issues. In today's video, I want to address a common question I get, and that is the cheap clutch kits worth it? On eBay and Amazon, you know, those $200, $300, $400 clutch kits for the Ford Focus DPS6. I can tell you from experience that I've had a lot of people come to me with questions regarding their transmission right after they just did a clutch job, and it ended up being that they use a cheap Chinese clutch kit. Now there's all kinds of shifting issues, or it won't engage gear, it won't pass the adaptive learn, all kinds of different issues. Now there's problems with the cheap Chinese clutch kits where the clutches don't release properly, and some of them remain partially locked in the shipping position. That may cause the clutch to stay partially applied and drag. From my observations, it does appear that these clutch kits are possibly just used OEM parts, being cleaned up and have some spray paint put on them and then thrown in another box. From experience, that is not a good idea. These clutches have enough issues as they age anyway, and if they sit out and they get crusty, not a good recipe there, and cause what we're discussing with it not releasing properly. There's some people in my Facebook group. Get the Luck Rep Set, otherwise you'll be doing a job twice. I couldn't agree more. The Luck Rep Set, not a sponsor, is all factory Ford parts, just at a reduced price. Ford takes that exact clutch kit there and marks up the price a lot. And like this gentleman says, it's definitely cheap compared to what dealers charge for it. Thank you to Nathan here. Here's another point I want to bring up. Regardless of which clutch kit you order, there are known issues where the slave cylinder bearing tabs can snap off in shipping. See where that red circle is? Just keep an eye out for that and see if it's broken and falling off. If it does, just notify the seller, have them send you another one. Because if that ring falls off, it's possible that'll cause an engagement issue with the clutch. If I recall correctly, those tangs around the circle there is where the B fork applies. Pushes up on the slave cylinder to apply the clutch there. Obviously that can cause a engagement issue. So yeah, overall, definitely don't cheap out when it comes to that. I would say you would be a science experiment just to see how it does. However, I know how it does. I get a lot of people with issues that come to me and ask for help diagnosing and stuff like that. So unless you don't mind pulling the transmission 2 or 3 times, until you get a good working clutch, I would just go ahead and get the OEM parts. Not to mention the OEM Luke parts, L-U-K, are something you can just put in, get the transmission back in the car, and then drive the car for 100,000 miles and not even think about it. It's going to be reliable. The cheap Chinese clutch kits are not. They can go anytime, so that'll be something in the back of your mind all the time while you're driving. I don't know about you, but I like peace of mind. I like having good, reliable parts in the car, so I don't have to worry about stuff while I'm driving. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and in the description below, I'm going to put a link for the clutch kit. If you want to support my channel, I get a little commission off that. It's an Amazon sales link. Anyway, also put in a link for my playlist for the Ford Focus transmission diagnosis videos. And of course, you can use that for Fiestas as well. And I'll also put a separate link for how to pull the transmission out and do the clutch job with no special tools. And the tutorial video for doing the clutch with no special tools can also be done on the Fiesta. Guys, have a great day. The Facebook and Discord group, we're happy to help you with your questions. Now do keep in mind, I was, for about 2 years there, I was answering 50 to 100 questions a day, so I'm kind of pulling away right now, just stressing me out all year, keeping up with all the questions, so the other viewers in the chats are happy to help you with your questions, and if I pop in, I might be able to help you out. Have a great day.